Hi everyone, my name is Janet Tree and I'm the artist and creator behind the Self Love Oracle. This is one of the giveaways for those of you on the Love Breakthrough Retreat. In this short video, I'm going to be sharing with you a little bit of my own journey creating this Oracle deck, and I'll also be sharing with you an exclusive reading for those of you on this Love Breakthrough Retreat.
The Self Love Oracle is a deck set that in the box includes a guidebook as well as 44 oracle cards. In the guidebook, you're going to see suggested spreads and ways to read the cards, including additional card meanings. Should the small text on each card be not enough and you'd like to know a bit of the background and additional information for each card. But the cards can also be easily read on their own, and this is a little bit of a walkthrough. All the messages are loving, gentle, and really about accepting the different places that we might find ourselves, different parts of ourselves, and also introducing some tools that might help us heal and to learn and to love ourselves. Much of the artwork has come from my 15 years of painting at the time that this deck was created. And so many of these messages were just written almost for myself, like back in time. I had to go through my own healing journey. I had to go through my own self love journey of putting myself first, of accepting the parts that I had been conditioned not to accept or to find fault with or to criticize. And I really needed to learn that all these parts of me were worthy of love. And if we were going to heal and to journey forwards, we needed tools. We needed tools because we deserved them. We needed to use our gifts and to accept all parts of ourselves.
It's time for a reading. So what I'm going to do now is to give a 3 card reading for those of you on the Love Breakthrough Retreat. If you have a set of the Oracle deck, you will also find in the guidebook a way to do a 3 card reading called a Wise Mind reading. And why we can draw 3 cards from the Self-Love Oracle at the same time is sometimes we can illuminate more of what's going on inside ourselves. For the 3 card reading, we can have one card that maybe shows us what our mental processes might be doing right now and what we're getting out of that. Another card to show, what our emotional situation, our emotional processes might be at the moment. And then the card in the middle, which makes it a 3 card reading, is going to tell us a little bit of the perfect middle way and how to balance our thoughts and emotions and move forwards. So let's start. I'm going to be shuffling the deck. And midway, you might see me switching scenes to the other camera so you can see what cards I'm drawing out. And this reading is for those of you on the Love Breakthrough Retreat. And sometimes that happens too.
Those of you who are sharp-eyed might have noticed that these 2 cards flipped open as I was shuffling the cards. And I thought it was kind of funny. I think there's a spirit trying to get through that those of you at the Love Breakthrough Retreat are in the right place. You should know that you are safe and you are here to heal. You can see the small text in the cards as well. These are really easy cards to use. And the small message, the small text on the Know You Are Safe card actually says protection is always available to you. You have all the resources that you need, both within you and around you. And it's just to remember that this is a space of healing, and you do have everything that you need. In the heal card, you do need to kind of acknowledge that the wounds, they do need to be seen so they can heal, especially, if we've not seen them before, if we've not wanted to acknowledge them before. And this is the right place to give yourself the time, the space, and whatever is necessary to regain your wholeness. So we are on a good track here. And what I'm going to do is that these 2 cards kind of flipped open. I'm going to consider them both part of the message today. For those of you on the Love Breakthrough Retreat, I'm going to continue shuffling the rest of the deck just so we can get to the 3 card reading. And what sometimes happens is I'll get a pull um, to include certain cards, and I do have two of them now out. And it's very intuitive for me where they come into the reading as well. Here we go. Just making a bit of adjustment. I think this is lovely. So one card on the side was meant to be, what we are doing, what we think we came here to do. Another one is the more intuitive knowing of what we feel we're here to do. And the card in the middle, I think, is basically what we can get that's most effective from us from this Love Breakthrough Retreat. Now, the card that we have on the left here is the Coexist card. And the small text on this card says, be as you are without harm to anyone or anything. Appreciate diversity as part of nature. Variety is the spice of life. This is a wonderful message for those of you at the Love Breakthrough Retreat, because you're going to have people from all over the world with all sorts of backgrounds, with all sorts of backstories. And there's really no need to feel insecure or to be threatened or to think about harm coming to you. This diversity should in fact open you up to how there's so much to share here, which brings us to the second card on the side, which I opened, which was the Share Light card. So this is really a card about sharing your stories. The small text says, share your trials as well as your triumphs. Your stories benefit you in the telling and others in the hearing, spreading the light of transformation. You're not just here to learn, you're also here to teach. And every story that you've lived through, every story that others have lived through, has this little spark in it that will benefit those who listen to, who benefit. And even just if you don't have anything to learn, just to know that sometimes you're not alone, there are other people going through this. And, it's beautiful how these people, how anyone who's been through the same thing you have been can find their way to you, to share this light with you. This is an amazing gift indeed. And the last card that came out of the shuffling was Remember Your Spark. So you are here for a divine purpose. Remember it or redefine your purpose for yourself. This deck was created as a deck to remind people to love themselves. And I do believe that, in order to find ourselves, in order to unfold our true potential and to explore that true potential in this life, we really want to have a reason to be here. And sometimes we have to define it for ourselves. Sometimes we have to say it out loud for ourselves. And sometimes we just need to remember. I hope those of you here at the retreat really do find that way of finding and accepting more love for yourself in your life. I know this is what we all want, and these are the 3 cards that I hope help you today in your journey.
I hope you enjoyed this look at the Self-Love Oracle and that little Oracle reading. If you're interested in purchasing the Self-Love Oracle or to purchase a reading with me, be it with Oracle cards or tarot cards or a counseling astrology session, then links to me, my work, and the Oracle deck are going to be somewhere near this video. Thank you so much for watching, and to all of you, lots of love.